Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. How you doing, Tim? So this is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I do a lot of ranting and a lot less reviews. Fam, come on, let's talk. Let's get real here. Fam, I've been looking at this situation for what it is, but before I do all that, thanks for watching, thank you for the love and the support, and thank you for keeping it positive. Fam, I've been watching this situation unfold for the longest. It's so many toy companies out here right now, right? And everybody got a damn pre-order. Now, a lot of us love the pre-order. Now, I hear people saying that's the holy grail of the toy company, toy industry, far as a collector and, far as with video games and everything like that. Fam, you know what? I get it. Average toy, if we're talking about from Hasbro or Mattel, or McFarlane Toys, DC, Multiverse, they're like what? Anywhere from $20 to $30, right? So we're going to throw it out there like this. We'll say 20 to 25 just to be right. So we're going to throw it out there like this. If you got pre-orders and, you see so much stuff you like, fam, I hear it from a lot of people. Damn pre-orders are adding up into damn their house notes and car notes. Because it's so much, and I mean so many damn pre-orders. My thing is, just bring the damn stuff out. Bring it out. That way I don't have to have all this stuff hit at once, because half of the time you think it's going to hit at different times, and sometimes you get hit hard, and it's not right, and it's not fair, fam. You looking at it like, man, they got this new figure out, they got this new Lion-O, they got this new Shazam figure, they got this new DC Multiverse, which I just said, Marvel Legends, Masters of the Universe. Fam, look, G.I. Joe, I'm just saying, any figure, and you just sitting there just going down the line with how much each one costs, and it gets to be enough. I was looking at Hasbro, and I was looking on Hasbro Pulse, and I was looking at all the stuff that they got for pre-order right now. Now, see, if this was the old me, I would pre-order all this damn stuff. But see, the new me is understanding that shit. That's not a good thing. And I just want to apologize again for the cussing. It's just coming out, and I apologize about that, because there are kids watching, and even though this is not a kids channel, there are a lot of kids still watching. So I just want to say, look, I apologize. Fam, I'm looking at this for what it is. It's just a scam. A lot of us have been getting the pre-orders, that's out here, I've seen some people who got the Python Patrol bat, from Target, and I'm sitting here like, wait, hold on, really? That's out? Fam, look, it's real out here. It's real in the field. Also, I want to say a few things that really, really, really just grind my gears about a lot of things. I noticed with DC Multiverse. Now, I'm a big DC Multiverse fan. Now, I'm a McFarlane fan. But one thing that McFarlane has done, that was wrong, is some of the pieces don't work. Either the peg is too small for certain pieces and it don't fit right. Like some of the Builder figures don't fit correctly, if you get what I mean. If you look at Dark Father back there, if you don't pop his head on hard enough, it will fall off, the cape fall off, and all of a sudden he there without a head on. Fam, or a cape. So you sitting here looking at this situation. So I'm hearing from a lot of people out there about the new Black Adam figures. And one in particular, we talking about the Black Adam with the cape on. With the cape and everything. I mean, with the hood on, with the cape. One of the people told me that they took it out the package and all of a sudden the head fell right off, because the peg is not long enough to get past all of this stuff to fit in there under the hood and all of that. And I'm like, wait, who let that leave? Now, I'm one of the biggest fans, but that's one of the figures that I want. And I don't want to get the figure and all of a sudden be disappointed. I don't want to have to modify no toys. What the hell? Who does that? Now, with that Build-A-Figure Bane, you remember the leg? The leg didn't fit into the socket right, so all of a sudden you had to cook the leg properly, then you had to boil it in water, then you had to turn it with the thongs, the tongs, and you have to turn it. Then you got to put it on. Man, I'm not about to damn boil no damn toys. What the hell? I'm not cooking in here. Fam, we shouldn't have to boil accessories. I'm sitting here looking at some of the DC Multiverse actual accessories come bent. Now you got people telling me, oh, Unc, you just put them in hot water. Once you put them in hot water, you could just, smooth them right out. I don't got time for that. I didn't buy it to do all that. When I bought it, it should have been ready right off the bat. This is not what we signed up for. My point is, if you are actually out here doing this type of stuff, you should have the stuff ready, fam. The biggest thing that I've been looking at lately, fam, is there's so much going on right now. And I just been really all over the place. And I've been looking at some of the stuff, and I've been really doubting some of the things that I want to pick up right about now. And I noticed a lot of stuff. You notice that I have like the classic X-Men and the regular X-Men and just the X-Men shelf. X-Force and everything, New Mutants. I'm a fan of that particular comic book. And, I said I would make an Avengers shelf, but, I don't have no room to put the Avengers. Even though I can make room, but why? If you really don't want to do it, you shouldn't have to do it, right? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, fam, and I'm like, man, some of my biggest things here is, fam, again, space. I don't think a lot of people understand. This is one of the things that collectors deal with all the time. Having issues with space. I hear so many people talk about buy a bigger house. I'm not gonna buy a bigger house for collecting. Until they start paying off something, I'm talking about it started to give me money. Like, man, here go a couple of hundred, man. I know you short this month. Here go a couple of hundred. Man, we looking out for you over here. You like, man, I really love this collection. Like, man, it's the collection that gives money back. Like all of a sudden, your Jordans getting your money. Like, man, I understand. We short, but we got about $10 for you. You like, man, we stay looking out. That's lunch for a day or something. This is what you're thinking about. But see, when you look at all of this stuff, and like I said, at the end of the day, I don't really have an attachment with it. I have things that I like. I can tell you why I bought it, what it did, and what was going through my mind when I purchased it. I have a sort of a connection, but if I have to let it go, I have to let it go, fam. And you know what? To me, that's healthy. When you can't let your collection go and, you thinking about, man, look, we about to have a baby and I have to get rid of the room. And, man, look, hey, dude, I got to do what I got to do. This stuff is gone fast. Sold off quick. Look, a lot of us have lost priority. Again, at the end of the day, this is just collecting. This is just me buying toys. I buy a lot of toys that I don't review on this channel. Again, I notice a lot of people really don't watch the reviews. And I understand they ain't the greatest of quality, but a lot of people listen to the rants. A lot of people say, I like the reviews, but I'm here for the rant. Because a lot of people can relate. Fam, I've been sitting here thinking about it. People are telling me the video game industry is dead. No, it's not. It's not dead. It's just overpriced right now. Everybody's saying that, the GameCube games don't stay up. They don't stay really high. Hell, no, they not. Hell, you can find Nintendo cartridges, NES cartridges, for cheap. Fam, for cheap. You can find them for $10 a piece. That's still cheap. You can find some of the good ones for cheap. Man, see, this is the thing that we thinking. We thinking that everything has ended, the golden era. It's not really a golden era. Any era could be the golden era for you. You get what I'm saying? When you start collecting stuff, a particular item, you can find everything. So I started collecting like these Marvel Legend X-Men, like what, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And like I said, I was able to find so many of them at good prices. I was explaining in the community section, again, some people think that I was trying to mess up the seller and all of that. That wasn't what this was about, fam. This was about me saying that, look, when you see best offer, a lot of those prices you see are starting offers. People are willing to work with you. When they got $500 on something Unless you see $500 worth of value, some really high ticket items in there, dude, I don't give a damn if they got 1,000 figures in there. If they all low budget figures, guess what? It's just 1,000 figures. It'd be hard for you to get $500, man, but you know, that roughly translates to this amount. Fam, look, at the end of the day, look, I learned, you never judge a book by the cover. If you see something that looks too good to be true, sometimes it is not true. I know how I said that. Sometimes it's just not true. You know, I look at stuff, you know, and I make sure, you know, I look and try to find the cheapest prices that I can find. And that's what I go with. I'm not trying to buy really, really high ticket items that be sitting here like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. See, this is what I'm about. No, this is not about clout. This is just a collection. I'm not over here, you know, people said, hey, man, you know, you doing a lot. No, I'm just showing you who I am. This collection, this hobby, man, look, video games are not dead. DVDs are not dead. Digital didn't kill anything. You know, my whole thing is there are certain collectors for everything. There are collectors that collect vinyl. You know, if I wanted to collect vinyl right now, I have 1,000 damn records. You know, they are so easy to find right now. People are selling them all at garage sales. People still got records. I don't know why people think everybody threw them all away and used them for frisbees. No, it's still stuff out here to be found. It is. It's just people think that they're all gone because of this generation or that generation. It's still out there, fam. When people telling me that they're getting stuff for cheap, I believe you. Why? Because people just want to sell shit sometimes. It's not everybody a reseller. You go into a garage sale, these people ain't trying to get top dollar for this stuff. They trying to get a dollar. You get what I mean? Not everybody trying to, you know, juice or, you know, grease the wheel so hard that they getting everything. Fam, your unc saying some key points here. He's saying, do you. Do what makes you happy in your collecting journey. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself upset. You're going to find yourself thinking that a lot of stuff could have been done a lot better. You know, I've been sitting here thinking, and, you know, a lot of people have been telling me, hey, you know, I don't get it. I don't know what's everything about. You know, it's just like all of a sudden, you know, you went from not ranting to, you know, just talking about stuff. You know what? Look. Still number one in ranting. Man, I don't give a damn how many people get pissed off over this belt. This belt is here. I'm number one in petty ranting. Ranting about stuff that don't really change anything. You know, I talked about boycotting the toy industry. Now, see, in order to boycott the toy industry, there were actually a petition going around. But you know what? You got to get signatures. You got to get people involved. See, people sometimes love to talk, but they don't love to do. Now, I can sign a petition all day long and get people, you know, initiated. But you got to take the next step. You know, we talking about reforming this situation. We got a situation where at one point the actual toys themselves have went up so damn high, it was really hard to afford them. Now, see, a lot of them dropped back down in price. I.e. Marvel Legends. They went down to like 22 in some places, 24 in others. Now, you think about that. 22 and 22 is $44 plus tax. 24 and 24 is $48 plus tax. That still sounds better than 30 and 30 is $60. You done hit over the $50 hump. That's too much. Unless you one of those collectors who buy high-end figures. That's different. You know, again, I show this belt because this puts a smile on my face. And it really pisses off a lot of other people because some people think that belt is a direct knock against them. No, it's not. I'm not gaslighting nobody. I'm not in here trying to steal nobody's thunder. It's enough of room for us all to eat on YouTube. And that's the biggest thing that I'm talking about here. You know, a lot of people feeling some kind of way. They feeling you really hurting the community because you're not for or against. You know what? Look, do you. Buy what makes you happy. You know, I always hear people tell me they don't got the money. I understand some people don't. But I understand some people do. I see some of the stuff that they buy and I be like, man, that's amazing. It's not jealousy. It's just me saying it's amazing. That's really nice. I love when people win. But see, that's the thing. People don't want you to win. See, sometimes in the toy industry, we can hurt ourselves. It's hard for us to see another person with a better collection or more of a collection than what we have. Not better, but a little bit more than what we have. But see, again, some of these people been doing it for a minute. Some of these people got better space to actually display their items. You know what? Again, it's about winning. We should be uplifting one another. And you know, I post some of the pictures of what I get on groups, like Action Figure Junkie on Facebook, G.I. Joe Classified, DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, Power Rangers, just Transformers, everything. I'm on all of them. DVD groups, Blu-ray groups, Hot Wheel groups. Well, I'm not on the Hot Wheel groups no more. Well, you know, I ran into a lot of racism there. Or a lot of hate. You know what? Stop hating. Get over there. You know what? We all doing the same thing here. And that's why I say, if you ask people what they doing or how they get certain things, some people will tell you. And that's the thing. Some people will tell you and it will be nothing out of this world. But some of us have some good things and we know we can't tell people because, again, sometimes people will mess it up for you. You know, my whole thing is win, win, and win. And this is what I'm trying to do right now. You know, like I said, I build a collection up. I buy pieces I like. Community section. It's for everybody. I post people collections. I post pictures from the group collections of what people got or what people seen out there in a while. I'm letting you know this stuff is out there. See, when you go to a channel, it's supposed to show you where you can get stuff sometimes or where you can find it. Sometimes I don't list where the stuff is actually at. It's just a little different because, you know, that could be dangerous for some people. You know, in Chicago here, we got a lot of stuff here. You know, you can find various things at various different stores. You know, again, at the end of the day, it's just what it is. And that's the thing where I find a lot of stuff can be very tricky. You know, very difficult at times. Fam, you know, I've been looking at the situation left and right. And all I want to say to each and every last one of you all is pay attention to what it is you're doing. Pay attention to how you're spending your money. Pay attention on how much you're paying for something. If you want to know how much something costs, ask the individual who got the picture of the item up, where to find it at. They'll let you know. Fam, I just been sitting here thinking, you know, like I said, you feel a certain kind of way about things. And that's the thing that I feel. You feel a certain kind of way about things. And you okay to feel that way. But till later, thanks for watching. Peace out.